So now if you see this, which of the following molecule is responsible for scent, for the scent you smell? So if you eat, like suppose if you buy ice cream, you get vanilla flavor, correct? Or strawberry flavor. And in that ice cream box, they say artificially flavored. Have you seen that? So what is meant by artificially flavored is they use esters which smells like vanilla. They use certain molecules of esters which smell like vanilla. There are some esters which smell like strawberry. So instead of adding real strawberry, they add some esters. This is clear. One. So what is the importance of esters? They have a sweet smell or pleasant smell. So they are used in artificial flavors. So is this clear? What esters do? Esters are widely used in our day-to-day life as artificial flavors. Can anybody tell me what is the ending they use if there is an ester? Because this I told you to read and come. If there is an ester, correct? What's the ending? How do you recognize it's an ester?
There's a carbon with 2 oxygen bonds.
Yes.
No, what? Oh.
Ending means like not like it's like.
Or it's an oxygen with carbon on each side.
No, 1 minute.
You're looking for the suffix?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the ending. Not the formula.
No. So if I say if I give you 3 names, tell me which one is an ester. I just methanol, methanol, methyl acetate. Which one is an ester? Methanol, methanol, methyl acetate. Esters always have an ending of 8, no 8.
Like ACE.
Uh-huh.
It's not there.
No, see.
No. It is now.
Just put add an ester.
And what is the 8, like ATE?
Mm-hmm. 8. So it's easy to remember because esters are used in ice creams and a lot of flavors. So they are you eat it. So that's the reason they have to remember the ending as 8.
Oh,
So can you tell me in our winter we use natural gas, correct? When there is a leak in the natural gas, we get some particular smell, correct? But that's not an ester smell. That's a stinky smell. That's not pleasant smell, correct? So that molecule which gives a stinky smell, like which is also present in rotten egg or fish, is thiols, which is not there in the chart. You just need to. The reason they add thiols because it gives a very peculiar smell, which you would smell and then find out there is a leak. Otherwise, you'll not know there is a leak.
How do you smell that? How do you smell that? I want to smell that. Because we're talking about smell.
THIOL, thiol. And if you see thiol, it will have SH functional group. It's like OH is alcohol, SH is thiol. But you don't have to know ending and other things. It's just like an extra information that you should be like this familiar. So, is it clear about the sweet smell versus stinky smell? So, they don't use thiol in your artificial flavors because people will not eat it. So, actually, these are the compounds which are released when people fart. Like when the bad smell comes, that's mainly because of the release of thiols. Now pay attention. It's a very important slide because definitely few questions are there in the exam on this concept. Which one has the highest boiling point? Tell me first one, this one. Ethanol. Which functional group? Which family?
alcohol or ethanol?
First one,
It's an
it's an alcohol. Correct. First one is an alcohol. So, write down. First one, so first one is an alcohol, ethanol. So it's an alcohol, correct? Alcohol will have COH bond, correct? Do you agree with this? Carbon attached to OH. Now, H means how many carbons?
3 or I don't know.
2 carbons, correct? H means 2 carbons.
Yeah.
So, if can you tell me, looking into this, which one, what is the intermolecular force here? Look into that chart and tell me which intermolecular force we use for ethanol. Just see that chart on the board.
So, hydrogen bond?
Correct. H bond. So when you see the just name word called ethanol, you should know this, this, and this. Is that clear? Any question on these 3 parts? Ethanol means you know it's alcohol, you know it has 2 carbons, you know it has hydrogen bond. Okay, now let's go to the second one. Same thing. We will do this way, same thing. Ethane. Ethane means which alcohol? Okay, correct. What about
So there's 2 carbons there.
2 carbon? Correct. Alkane, carbon and hydrogen. So what type of molecules they are?
Non-polar.
Correct. They are non-polar. So they have. Remember, all hydrocarbons are non-polar because they contain only carbon and hydrogen. All hydrocarbons, and then they are London forces or dispersion.
All hydrocarbons are, um, so would all hydrocarbons be the London dispersion?
Now next one. What about third one? Methanol. It is an alcohol. How many carbons? 1 carbon, correct? Agree with this? What's the force? H bond. Ethene. Huh?
Alkene. Is that right?
Correct.
Alkene?
Alkene, you're right. Carbon, carbon, double bond. So what's the force?
London.
So this you are able to get this information when you see the name. Why? Because this information will help you to determine which has the highest boiling point. So out of the 3 forces, which is the strongest one? Hydrogen bond. So your focus will be on these 2. Correct? Why? Because they have the strongest force. Now out of that, which one has more carbon? Ethanol. So that's the correct answer. seen it. This question is very nice because there is so many things you will reinforce in the answer. It's not like direct answer. Is this clear why ethanol has the highest boiling point? Because it has the strongest force and it has the most number of carbon. Okay. Now let's do the next one. Try this. First, you try to get this part, and then I will explain to you which one has the answer. So first, try to get this part. Okay.
Was it all just the same for all the alkanes?
Well, it's just however many carbons, and then it's all just simple bonds.
So I just put 8 times it or something?
I think so. That's what I'm doing.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Now, Hare Krishna. Ethane, octane, pentane, 2,3-methyl mixing. Okay. So now, if all are alkane, do you agree with this? Huh? No question about all are alkanes. Now, first one has how many carbons? 2. What's the force? Since all are alkane, the force will remain also the same. That is 9. Agree? All are hydrocarbons. So that is- First one has 2 carbons, second one has 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Third one is pentane, has 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Last one has 6 carbon. Hexane. You always look into the last part first. The parent. Hexane. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one, 3 dimethyl. 3. There are dimethyl. Dimethyl. There are 2 methyl groups. You know how the methyl groups are, correct? The branches. This is 1 methyl. At third position, there is another methyl. If it says 3, 4 dimethyl in third and fourth position. If it says 2, 3 in second and third, so whatever position is there, it's same. If it is 1 methyl, it will just say 1 methyl. So now, if you see, this one has 8 carbon, this one has 8 carbon. Correct? Total 8 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both have 8 carbons. So now, out of these two, one will have higher boiling point. If it is branched, it's a lower boiling point as compared to if it's a straight chain. So, straight chain has a higher boiling point than branched. Okay. So now, this one is the higher boiling point because the straight chain. Is this clear? Can you try this? Now you are able to answer this. Try this. Same exercise. Question number 3. Now, first one, 2-octanol. So from the name itself, since it's ending with O, you know it's a ketone. Correct. So, oct means how many carbon? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2-octanol at second position, this is a ketone. Correct? Correct. That's in second position, this is ketone. And since it's a ketone, carbon oxygen bond, it is polar. Polar means dipole, dipole.
Why is it, dipole?
Because CO bond
Okay.
is polar. Now next one is octanol. Al means it's an aldehyde. Okay? Octanol is an aldehyde. So oct means 8 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now aldehyde means it will have C double bond OH. You could put it on one side, this side or the other side is fine. C double bond OH is an aldehyde. Again it's an dipole. Because you could see C double bonded. So if it's an aldehyde, you see this. Two octanol. See, octanol means it's an alcohol. Correct? Alcohol.
So why isn't the OH also goes?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. OH is off of 2. Very good. It's very systematic actually. Once you have an idea, you could just keep on building. So, alcohol means H bonding. Three dimethyl pentane. Correct? It's an alkane. This is pentane is bicarbon. That's what you do. And at third position is a methyl group, and another third position is methyl. That's the reason they have that. If it's only one methyl, they'll say 3 methyl. So now this one is London. Now since you have to focus on highest boiling point, you will focus on H bonding. There is only one H bonding. So if there are more than one H bonding, then you will see the patterns. Okay. Now, which of the compound is, so everything about boiling point is clear. So this is the process you will use, because with this you know a lot of concepts actually. Now let's talk about solubility, which one is more soluble. Okay. So let's start again. Can you do the same thing for these molecules? Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following compound is more soluble in hexane? Pentane. So it's an alkane. Bicarbon. But suppose London. Oh, sorry. 2-octanol. Octane. Octanol. Octanol. Alcohol. Alkane. Aldehyde. Correct. Now, 2-octanol. Bless you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2-octanol. Okay. But suppose H bond. What about octane? Force is London. Correct? Aldehyde. Correct?
Can you tell me how to find that? Like, those courses, I wasn't here at the student, so.
See, alcohol means if it is carbon attached to OH, correct?
Right.
So if you have an OH bond, can you see the molecule has these bonds? OH, NH, HF or HCl. You see this bond,
Okay,
then the molecule will have H bonding.
okay.
If the molecule is hydrocarbon, right? It is hydrocarbon, carbon and hydrogen.
Right.
So then it is non-polar molecule and they will have random.
Okay,
And if the molecule has other bonds like CO,
that isn't one of the H bonding. I mean, okay, it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the book explains it differently, and I don't even follow the book, I just go by it.
Okay, okay.
It's easier that way.
so if this is an aldehyde, correct? So this is aldehyde will be correct. So now these 4 things you got, correct? Now what you should do, look for the in which you are dissolving. Hexane. Do the same thing for hexane. What hexane has? What's the which family? Alkane, and what's the force? London. So this is your solvent. So if you are dissolving in a solvent, this force should match with the force of the molecule. If it is a similar forces, then they like each other. So which one has a similar force? These two, correct? This and this.
So you're looking for the same force.
Force. Same intermolecular force. For solubility, remember, we are talking about solubility, so same intermolecular force.
So which one's better now?
Yes. Now can you tell me if you are making it soluble, smaller is better, correct? Smaller means it will easily dissolve. Which one is smaller? Right there. So this one. Because it's a smaller, so it will dissolve easily. Now instead of that, now let's assume instead of this solvent, if I ask you if the solvent is water. So let's say if I give you the same question, instead of this solvent is water, what's the force in water? H2O. So structure is like this, correct? What's the force? H bond.
So it would be 2 octane.
Which one has 2 octane already? Is it clear? So you need to make sure solvent you need to consider which you are dissolving. And as long as the force match and it's smaller, it's good.
Yeah.
So let's do okay. Can you do this question now using the same concept?
So for this, you wouldn't even really need the structure. All you would need to know is the bond, the force, right?
Yes. Sometimes structure is better because you know, like if it is same. In this case, it's not because all are alkanes. So, but all are alkanes. The force is same in all of them, correct? So now you need to know that.
Know like how many,
Yeah.
which I mean you can tell by the name.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You don't have to write, but that it's like the reason is I did writing because it will be very practice. But you don't have to. In that exam, you don't have to write all that. So, which one you think?
I'm assuming that it's going to be
That's right. Because all forces are same, and if there is the smallest. Okay. So correct answer is ethane. So, is this clear? Actually, with this we covered lot of ground. You know, we covered lot of concepts in like 45 minutes or 50 minutes. So now let's try to answer this. Like, let's see if it makes sense. Let's see if you have any thoughts about this.
I don't know. Is there more than one or just one?
Well, just one. See, first thing, they occur in ring structure. That's not right because there is no cycle. Second thing, they are unsaturated. It's also not right. Unsaturated means alkene and alkyne, double bond and triple bond.
That's right.
So saturated like that.
They contain both covalent and ionic bond. That's not right. Organic molecules means non-metal and non-metals. Correct. All so covalent bonds. Only covalent bond, not ionic. They are supersaturated. That's right because they are completely saturated. Supersaturated should say just saturated.
Makes sense.
Correct? Because all are alkanes.
Yes. Forgot about that.
Huh.
C.
Correct. Organic compounds. Compounds containing carbons. And that's the, we have like millions and trillions of compounds in this. See, for example, in this room, our cloth is made up of cotton, correct? Or polyester. That is made up of carbon. Wood is made up of carbon. Paper is made up of carbon. Your pencil is made up of carbon. So think about it, like you have like trillion or your case on the electronic devices. Most of them have carbon. So there is like carbon is like trillions of compounds we have. You know why carbon forms so many compounds? Because carbon can bond with itself. Other elements, very few elements, other elements do not have that property. If they bond with each other, they will become less stable. Which of the following cannot be a hydrocarbon? Cannot be. Huh? D, correct. Hydrocarbons which should have only carbon and hydrogen, no nitrogen.
Oh, it was D?
D.
Oh, I thought it was B.
No nitrogen because hydrocarbon terms itself means hydrogen carbon. Now let's do this isomers. Okay.
I just have to write all that down.
Now let's do the same exercise for this. Instead of here writing, you need to write. Instead of writing the force, you write the last one will be the molecular formula. Same thing, name, family, carbons, molecular formula. Okay, let's start with. See, with this we are completing this organic section. So only thing which is left is chapter 7. This is today's lecture. So it will be good for you, correct? So you have 1 week to study this whole thing, more than 1 week. Huh? One methyl butane. So 1 methyl butane will be alkane, correct? Bute is 4 carbon. At one position you have, correct? Not
At one position you put one.
actually, truly speaking. So if you put it here, that structure is not possible. Let's make it.
Make it two.
Just make it simplify. That's not 1 methyl butane is not possible. So let's make it.
Just make it three. Or
Let's make it.
Unit is to be
Let's change it. So make it correct so that 2 methyl pentane, 2 methyl butane, 2 dimethyl butane, 3 dimethyl butane, 3 methyl. Sure. So let's make it 2 methyl pentane. Okay.
these are all of the alkanes.
All are alkanes. 2 methyl pentane. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Second one, 2
you
methyl.
want us to put, that's all you want us to write?
Oh, no, molecular formula.
Yeah.
Molecular formula alkane means total how many carbons? 6.
Six.
6 carbon means how many hydrogens? Do you remember?
But alkanes,
30, 14.
Correct.
So that's times 2 plus 2.
Correct. Trial is for all of them. See, because what in the exam, once you know this for a period of time, then you don't have to write everything out. But writing this, what happens? Make sure that you know the concept and you not do any mistakes. Okay, so let's start second. So 2 methyl butane, correct? C5H12. 2 dimethyl butane. Second position methyl, second position methyl, correct? C6H40, correct? 3 dimethyl butane. Three methyl hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 methyl. C6. No, C7. That's 16. Correct? So, what they have given? Pentane. What's the formula for pentane? C5H12. So, isomer means which will have the same molecular formula but different structure. So, which one has the same molecular formula? This one, correct? Same molecular formula. You could see the structure is different. There are like 5 carbons here, like straight chain. This is 4 carbon and 1 branch.
So it means same formula but different.
Same molecular formula but different structures.
So,
Same molecular formula but different structures.
so this one has
5 carbon,
and
12 hydrogen.
so then it'd be the 2-methyl butane.
Correct. Okay. Is this clear? Isomer means same molecular formula, different structure. Same thing, this question is asked in a different form. Which of the following compounds are C5H12? Means which one has this one? So in this case, you don't have to. Now you know the concept. Now you don't have to write everything. So first thing, tell me how many pentane. Pentane means how many carbons? 5. 1 methyl butane. How many carbons? 5. Correct. Methyl is 1 carbon. And butane is 4. So 5 carbon. So 5 carbon here, 5 carbon here. If it is 5 carbon and 5 carbon, how many hydrogens? 12. So C5H12. So A is right. Let's see. What about B?
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
But the problem is 1 methyl butane is not possible. Generally, whenever methyl is there on alkane, it should be on the second or third position. It's not possible to have one more position.
The first one would be wrong as well.
Oh yes, because it's 1 methyl. It's not possible to have 1 methyl.
So if we see that it's wrong, are you gonna put a trick question like that on the test?
Yes.
So you're gonna be like, all right, this is it, but you know that it's
1 methyl.
okay. See, trickery.
So 2 methyl, 3 methyl.
So in B, 2-methyl butane would be right.
Right, but this is not right.
Okay.
That's the reason it's also methyl. Some third one, C is also. I'm not asking like 3 because like still you know 3 methyl butane is not possible. Can you explain me why? Tell me. 3 methyl butane is not possible.
Because it actually be 2 because it's the shortest.
Exactly. Very good. You could start from here.
Okay, you're gonna put something tricky on that.
Not so many ways.
You're gonna go really.
Right.
Not
Are you
so,
writing out the structures for every question?
it's better to write it, so that's what I'm saying. It's better to write it so you'll never go wrong.
Oh my gosh.
So is it clear? It's not possible because it's 3 is not possible.
Right, but if it was pentane,
It
it
was
would
possible.
be because it's in the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah, that's
1, 2, 3 is not. So second one, 2 methyl butane, that's possible. 2 dimethyl propane. So since I am not sure about it, let me write down. Propane is 3 carbon. It's possible, correct? So D seems to be a right answer. Let's see. Is it clear why? 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's possible. These both are right options. E 1, 2 dimethyl propane. Again, 1 methyl link is not possible.
So just rule out now.
Exactly.
So basically, you see a warning for something.
Methyl, one methyl, one. If you see 1 methyl, then only you rule it out. Because it's not possible to have methyl. Because if it is, it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason you rule it out, like if I say 1 methyl, correct? It's a long straight chain. So instead of starting here, I could start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, it's not the same.
So,
What about, that's only if it's methyl, right? Like if it said, like one like of these, like if it was an alcohol,
yeah, that's
and
possible.
methyl, like because then you could just put that OH on the
first, yes, so you could have OH on the
Only
first.
if it says methyl.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. If OH can be on the first. Yes. What's the correct answer? D, because both are correct options. Now next one. Can you try to name this compound? Let's see. It's from previous lecture. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
So
didn't
that's
count-
how you count it?
I didn't count the
first.
HC, yeah.
I didn't count.
You got to count all the carbons.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay.
So what's the answer?
Oh, I would have been right.
Pentyne.
Oh.
Huh. Carbon-carbon bond is, if it is carbon and carbon bond, it's just covalent. It's not polar. Polar means carbon-oxygen bond is polar. Why? Because oxygen pulls the electron. That's the reason carbon-carbon bond, hydrocarbon, we said non-polar.
I also think of polar as like the two sides are balanced.
Correct, exactly.
So if it's the same thing, it's not polar.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's perfect. That's the best way to put it actually. Now, let me explain what is meant by primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Okay. And you will have like 1 week to work on the homework. Keep on trying, make sure. Means what you need is lot of review online so that you will be good at this. See, 2-propanol. How will you draw 2-propanol? Like this, correct? 3 carbon, pro. At second position you have OH. Now when you see primary, secondary and tertiary, pay attention. You focus on the carbon which is attached to the OH. You focus on this carbon. Correct. It's attached to 2 carbons. Since it's attached to this carbon is attached to 2 carbon, it is secondary alcohol.
Okay, one second, I want to actually write this down.
Yeah. So you don't. So it's connected to the second carbon, right? And then that second carbon is connected to 2 more carbons. So that's how you decide what degree it is.
Correct, correct. Because you focus on this carbon, you look at this carbon and see how many it is connected.
Okay, so if it was like pent, then you would.
If it is like this, correct?
Okay.
So it's connected to how many? This carbon you will focus on, correct?
Yeah.
Because that contains OH.
It's connected to
3. So it is.
Okay. What if it's like a straight line, like?
Let's use this one.
Okay.
This carbon you will focus on.
Right.
It's connected to how many? Directly.
Okay, so just 1. Okay, now I get it. I
So
thought
it's
it was.
connected to one besides the branch. Is what you count, because the one in the middle, it's only,
If it is like this also, let's say if you have like this, still it is secondary. Why? Because this carbon,
because it's connected to it directly. To 2 of them, not counting the branch. So you only count the carbons.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so it's secondary?
yes,
Is that what you said?
yes.
Okay.
Because it's you need to focus on this carbon and see how many it is connected.
Okay, so that makes sense. It's what it's directly connected to, not what.
Overall.
Okay.
So if I draw like this, can you tell me what it is? Primary, secondary, tertiary.
It's just one. Would it just be primary then?
Yes, it's connected to only one.
That one's primary?
Because this carbon is connected to
The alcohol. Oh, which is then,
And you're looking at the alcohol, you ignore the other branches, right?
you look on this carbon,
Okay.
what it is connected.
so it's, I don't understand. I don't understand that.
So just whatever branch you're looking at. So
Uh-huh.
you were looking at the carbon that was.
You could come and explain. So it will be, no, because I want to see the students' language, sometimes it's helpful. Come, point and
I don't
explain.
know how to like explain it. Okay. Okay. So if you look at this one, no matter how many carbons there are,
Yeah.
you're going to look at the one that's connected to the branch. So you're looking at
Okay.
the one, this branch. So you're looking at this carbon.
Okay.
And then how many is it attached to, other carbons are attached to it directly? 2. 1 here and 1 here, making it secondary.
Okay, so well, then write the other one that you had written.
So if you look at this one, you're looking at this branch of OH.
Right, and there's
So
3
you're
other
looking at
ones
this, so you're
connected to
looking
it.
at 3 other ones. So it's
Okay. And that one just has the one on the
just
right.
has 1 on the right. So you're counting how many carbons are connected to it around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just find the carbon that you're looking at. And then
That's what I
count.
wrote down, but it didn't make sense when I wrote it down. Someone explained it to me.
So, good. Clear, balance, secondary, tertiary alcohol. This you know, now I'll not do functional groups identification. You could do it. So now let's see your homeworks, okay?
The online one?
Let's do one practice one. Let's see if I could. Why it's not opening? Come on, come on. Good, you covered. You are getting these things very nicely. Not this one. Not this. Oh, here. Come on. Sure. Let's start. Preview. Actually, do you have the book? You have the laptop, correct? What I will do now, I will give you the access. I would like you to start and ask me questions if you have. Okay? Instead of
So what we said, so this is,
it's under less. I'll tell you because right now it's giving me little problems. So I just want to.
yeah, it's not being very fun.
Come on. See, if you click on organic chemistry homework, okay, click on that homework. Can you see organic chemistry practice 1 in class?
I will.
Right.
Yes, it's taking forever actually. So try to answer that one practice one. See whatever you know, and whatever you don't know, you ask me. I will explain because there may be some concepts which we need to do, but we'll see. Let's see which one you will not able to do. There may be couple of questions you will not able to do that I will explain, but other than that, because this is for the whole exam, it's like a exam kind of thing, and we are not done chapter 7, so setting, it's really slow. Oh, good. Once it loads, work on it, and it's not graded.
Okay.
Just go practice.
Actually, the highest boiling point weak acid is pleasant smelling. Or do you want to do this? Do this here. Or do you want to do this at home? I'm fine with it because anyway it's like you need to. There's only one question which you are not able to do is that is number 5. I will explain to you. But other than that, you should know
So
everything.
do you just want to explain number 5 now, and then that can be our homework for the moment, or?
Yes.
Okay. Write it down.
So number 5, let me explain. Okay. Let me do the preview. Practice 1 homework. It's for fun.
I don't think chemistry is very fun.
See, now if you see which of the following molecule is a weak acid, we didn't discuss anything about weak acid because for that you need to know chapter 7, which is good. Correct? So now, if you see R, what is meant by R? It could be any carbon, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, any carbon. So this is R, is carbon attached to nitrogen. Which functional group it is? If you see RNH2.
As amine.
Correct. Second one is RSH. This I discussed today. Today I mentioned high up, right? Stinky smell in the part, correct? So that's comes because of the high up. ROH, what it means? Alcohol. RCOOH.
Right?
Carboxylic.
Or however you say the word. How do you say that word?
Carboxylic acid.
Carboxylic. I always just say carboxylic.
I would just say I would say the carbo acid.
So now, remember out of that, which we will discuss later in more detail about what is weak acid. But for the time being, remember this one, carboxylic acid is a weak acid. When we do chapter 7, we will discuss, and this is a weak base. Amines is a weak base. Okay, carboxylic acid is a weak acid, amines is a weak base.
And with that, I think you'll be able to do everything in this question bank.
So am I going to get a couple points for doing
Do you want to have points?
You can just do like a completion grade.
like a completion grade for it since it's a practice, just like 1 or 2 points?
2 points, yes. Let me, but I can, I need to see the setting for completion grade. Or I'll give you like one more thing. Now, so you did extra credit, correct? Video thing.
Yes.
Right? Yep.
You did the practice,
Yep.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Functional group practice.
Mhm.
Now let's do the homework points. Now if you come here, can you see
These two files, which is completely graded, so you have a lot of points attached to it. So this one and this one.
Weren't we already supposed to do the introduction?
Introduction to organic chemistry. Actually, it has it has previous
I
section.
did some of it. I
I
did
did-
some of it.
Yeah, I did that one already. I thought we were supposed to do that one
Absolutely.
then.
No, I was planning to tell it today, but you
Oh.
did it ahead, so that's good.
Okay,
So this you did. These do these two.
okay.
Do the practice, and then do the introduction to organic chemistry and the concepts.
That. Okay,
And then practice, okay.
and practice.
don't do anything with chapter 7. Don't do anything with chapter 7.
And if we want to, you put the extra study
Here.
guides for the functional groups under.
So I'll give you, instead of practice, Meg, I'll give you some points for that, so that at least you will have Uh, access, okay. Assignment, new assignment. Exam 2 homework, let's make it 3 points, okay?
Okay.
Maximum score. So that the practice one I'll give you 3 points, and there is one more practice I'll put, practice 2, because you are now like 3 days off, so correct. So you have 2 practice.
Wait, so now there's 2 practice?
Yes, I'm putting one more, so that you'll have enough.
Are they both, do we just get points for the first one though?
No, but you'll get for both. I'll make it 2 points for both. So 3 for each.
Okay.
6 points. And
And on Monday, are we doing chapter 7?
yes, Monday we are doing
So are
chapter
we
7.
taking a quiz over chapter, what is this, 4?
So,
So on Monday, we're taking the quiz over everything we've learned so far, right?
that was my next point. Thank you for bringing that. The next point is Monday when you come, you will have a 25-point quiz, which is on everything what you learned in organic.
You mean a test?
Not test. Test is
You're
100.
giving me test anxiety.
Yeah.
It's not a test. It's a quiz.
Okay, okay.
25 points. It's not. It's not a lot of. See, I have not given you quiz expiry date.
Right. I mean, this stuff isn't that hard.
And actually,
It's just a lot.
I feel a little bit more confident in this section because it's less math based, but yeah, it is a lot. There is a lot to it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes you look at something and you get it, but then
Right.
there's like a thing.
And like the memorization of this stuff is.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad we didn't have a quiz over that today.
All right, let's go lab before you start adding more stuff.
So is it okay now? Like you have lot of you have a lot of practice, correct? A lot of practice, lot of homework, and when you come here to the class, first thing you will do is you take a 25-point quiz.
This is gonna be a really long weekend.
Yeah. No, it's
But remember this way.
short.
But remember this way. When you take 100-point test, correct?
Yeah.
Next week it will be easy. You have to do just one chapter. That's it.
Okay, so I like that. I like,
See,
Is chapter 7 too difficult? I mean, compared.
It's the more math based.
oh, great. Is it as math-based as the first?
Yes, first exam. It's more like chapter 6. Long chapter, more
Great.
math.
Oh.
So what are you?
They're moving away from the math.
Right. And
That's
then,
the only
no,
thing.
he said that was for exam 3. Remember?
Right.
He said exam 2 has just a little math.
I'll give you one more incentive. See, next week we will have class on, like we'll finish exam chapter 7 on Monday and Tuesday. Correct? If you have done everything by Tuesday, then you take a week off to study for the exam to till Monday.
Really? Take Wednesday, Thursday.
Or if you are done. See, it's not my goal
Okay, but fair enough. If we're not done by Tuesday, we should be done by Wednesday. We
Absolutely.
get Thursday off then?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take either of those.
I can do it.
Hopefully we are done by Tuesday. Yes.
Now, if you are done by Tuesday, think about it. So you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you will come and take it.
Party.
Huh?
Or even study. Just party that.
That's up to you. I don't. For me,
Emily, I'm staying away from you. I'm not gonna pass this test.
for me, I just have to cover the content, and I think doing it. We are all doing it efficiently.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, I feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, I understand this stuff better than I understood like the first.
So the first one, it was like every chapter is different and every week, like.
Right, and we went so it seemed like.
And in this couple of classes.
Yeah.
So in summer, like if you miss one class, it's like one chapter.
That's how I felt about it. I was like, gosh,
Yeah, is she
terrible.
gonna be okay?
I know, right?
I need to talk to her individually and sit and explain to her. Because I don't, this material is difficult to do self-study.
Well, even if we cover the material like by Tuesday, if she needs your help, she has extra days.
Yeah, exactly.
She's good at it.
Then say, if she could just come to my office and I will help her.
Right.
Or Like if she wants to schedule a time with you and you want to help.
She's the only person I think I don't have her number. So yeah, Emily's over and I think I should still have yours.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know, I got a new phone though, so I might not. Should probably get yours again.
So, but if you are doing that, I need to see what's the lab. Let's see the lab, because if you have not having class on Thursday, we need to make sure we are doing 2 labs on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What? No.
See, what I need to say is,
4 labs in 2 days, you are crazy.
but I'm giving you more time off.
I know.
But do you think this is the much better summer class than you imagine?
Yeah.
If you had taken this summer class with me 4 years back, I would have still stick to the schedule as it is.
Sorry, did you just say 40 years
No,
back?
four years.
Oh.
But then later on, like see, as we evolve as a teacher, as a person, right? So later on, I realize, see, what I want from my students.
And
They need to analyze, they need to learn the material. That's the goal. Ultimately, it's not like 8 to 5 or something like that. So now my philosophy is, as long as you are learning the material, time is not an issue.
Right.
So we are lucky that
We actually still have a life, we just do other
Wait, so we need to look at
priorities.
Yes.
I don't even know if I did some of this right, but you know,
Are we looking at the labs?
So if you think your schedule, how was your schedule for labs? Like it was 8:30 till 3 o'clock. So you are still getting a better deal, correct?
Yeah.
still allows me to go home and sleep.
Well, as long as we don't go past 3:30, because I have to work in 4.
We'll see.
My real job.
I
Fundamentals.
just got a new job, so it's kind of like toddlers for Monday, and I like work like at my desk, and it's kind of a little overwhelming at first because we have to so many calls and people ask for people, and it's like I don't even know anybody, so how am I supposed to tell you if they're here or not? And
Good question.
you have to like page over the intercom a lot, and you have to do some paperwork, and I don't know, like it's
That would be a fun
honestly,
job.
it's not that hard of a job, but at first, until you really get to know everything, it's kind of overwhelming. So I'm just kind of, woo, with that.
Yeah.
But I think once I get like completely accustomed to it, it'll be like,
It's just, it's probably hard, like, with this and that all, like, happening at the same time.
yeah, but I mean, like when you're not doing anything, you're allowed to like work on home and everything, which is like, what?
That's all I do when I'm at work. I probably do more
Oh,
homework than I do
God,
at
I
work.
hate my job compared to that.
I mean, when we're busy, like, 'cause I work at a bank, so when we have a rush, I'll work, but then usually I'm just staying home with my
Yeah.
I need to find
What I will do, I'll give you the printout for next week. Both the labs, I think we'll be able to do it on Tuesday. So you could easily have an day off on Thursday, and if possible Wednesday also.
Okay.
So today we'll do OR mass of Euclid and solution concentration, correct?
It was like summer.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Chalo.
So you're gonna print these out for us?
And I'll give
For
it.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. For today's lab, you already have it.
Yes.
For Tuesday, I'll print both the labs and I'll give it to you.
Sure. Save the paper for me.
Okay, so we have to